Hey guys, Ardani here. So today is actually Wednesday and I forgot to upload a video yesterday. Tuesday I forgot to upload my review, but I was busy making Christmas presents and such, so I'm going to do that review today. And today's video I am going to be reviewing the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. There are 5 books to this series. I'm gonna spoil. I'm gonna do it. I will spoil. So like, if you haven't read the Heroes of Olympus series, don't watch it. Don't watch this. You'll be spoiled. Just watch up to whatever book you have read. But I will spoil some of it. But I'll try to make this as short as possible. So let's just jump right into it. So, anyways, the first book is The Lost Hero. Now, originally, I did not pick this one up as soon as it came out. I didn't know it was really happening. I just knew that Rick Riordan had made another series, and I was like, but it doesn't have to do with Percy Jackson. Because I didn't know that it was with Percy. I thought it was just kind of like another demigod story, and I was like, I don't really care unless Percy's in it. Sorry. But then for some reason, I picked it up, and I started reading it, and I found out is about Percy, kind of. Not really in the first book, but like he's mentioned, and I was like, oh my god, okay, he's gonna have a bigger role. He's gonna have a bigger role. It's gonna be fine. Anyways, so we get introduced to the new 3 demigods: Jason, Piper, and Leo. I hate Jason. He needs to stop. He needs to just go away. He thinks he is the big savior, the big hero. No, you know your place. Percy's the hero, and he thinks he's all but good and great and, oh, my dad's Zeus. I don't freaking care. Percy's dad is Poseidon. Shut your mouth. Anyways, I don't like Piper. I don't like her either because she likes Jason. And I don't really like her character. I think she's kind of like needy and just kind of, she's kind of there. Like I could totally just do without her. And then there's Leo Valdez, who, I love Leo. He is like the comedic relief. He is so funny. His sense of humor, I love it. And he's really damaged deep down, but like he plays it off with his sense of humor, and I love that. And he's just a great character. But anyways, it's the next prophecy. 7 hapless shall answer the call to storm or fire the world must fall, an oath to keep the final breath and foes bear arms to the doors of death. This takes place, this is the prophecy, and yeah, Percy is missing. Annabeth is trying to find him. The Gia, the goddess of the earth, is planning on rising. Jason has lost his memory of who he is, where he's from, and at the end you find out that he is from a different camp, a Roman camp. So they're gonna add the Greek and the Romans, and if you know anything about history, Greek and the Romans did not get along. But anyways, this is the first book, and they realize that Percy has gone missing, and he's probably at the Roman camp while Jason is at Camp Half-Blood. So that's basically what happens. And the second book, is The Son of Neptune, which has one of my favorite covers. Look, it's Percy. Yeah, so obviously Son of Neptune has to do, this book is like all about Percy, and I loved it, and it's like our first time seeing Percy in like third person, so kind of like seeing him from the outside. I do really miss inside, because like I love how Percy thinks and just the way he goes about things, and I love it. But anyways, so like we thought, Percy is at Camp Jupiter, which is the Roman camp, and he doesn't know who he is. The only person that he can remember is Annabeth, and it just makes me so happy. But then he meets people in the Roman camp. He meets Hazel, Hazel is a daughter of Pluto. Ooh, almost dropped my book. Hazel is a daughter of Pluto. She was dead, but then she was brought back to life by Nico D'Angelo, who is one of my favorites. But then Nico pretends that he doesn't know Percy because he knows that Percy needs to figure out who he is by himself, like the same way Jason did. And like, then there's Frank, who is the child of Mars, which is Aries. Oh, Pluto's Hades too, I guess. You should know that. He's a child of Mars, and like he's really big, and he's Chinese Canadian. And so, yeah, bring back the jokes on Canadians in here. Thank you, Rick Riordan. However, most people don't understand is that no one likes Canadian stereotypes better than Canadians. We think it's hilarious, actually. But anyways, this Canadian jokes. Percy gets his memory back finally and finds out, and then Leo, Annabeth, Piper, and Jason are on their way to bring the camps together to fight Gia, and all Gia's giants are coming and try to kill people, and the dead are rising again because the doors of death are open. And now Nico is missing because he went to go close the doors of death alone, but he got captured. So that's this book. The next book is The Mark of Athena. I really like this book. It was really good. As you can see in the front, Jason and Percy had their battle, which I loved. I was like, Percy! I was like, kill him! Kill him! I don't care if we're supposed to be friends. Just kill him already. I hate Jason. I hate him. Anyways, Annabeth is on a quest from her mother to find the, it's a big, I can't pronounce it, so I'm not going to try, the big statue of Athena, so she can bring it to Camp Half-Blood because the Romans are attacking Camp Half-Blood because of Octavian, the descendant of Apollo. He is a total D-bag, and I hate him. But then Rhena, the praetor of Camp Jupiter, is on her way to try to find them on the Argo II, which is a ship that Leo built. And like they're all finally the seven Half-Bloods are all together trying to save the world, and they have to go to actual Greece because that's where Gia will rise. And they find Nico and find out that the doors of death are like terrifying and they need to be closed, but like someone needs to go down to Tartarus to close the doors of death at the same time that the doors of death in the House of Hades, which in, I want to say Spain, but I could be wrong, I have to close them at like the same time kind of thing. So, but then at the end of this, biggest freaking cliffhanger in the freaking book of cliffhangers, like literally Rick Riordan, you suck. Percy and Annabeth hanging off a cliff into Tartarus. Percy yells up to Nico, hey, meet us there. We'll close the doors of death in Tartarus. Nico goes, okay, and then they fall. And then book over. Had to wait a year for the next one. It killed me. Anyways, so that's basically what happened in this one. Notice how I'm not really talking about Frank and Hazel and Piper and Jason because they don't really matter at all. Frank and Hazel I can tolerate. Piper and Jason, I hate them. I hate them all. Hate. Anyways, this one has my favorite cover of the entire series. This is House of Hades. And I actually think this was my favorite one. House of Hades was definitely my favorite. We get to see Percy and Annabeth surviving in Tartarus with Bob. I don't know if you guys read that like little collection of Percy Jackson stories, like told from Percy's point of view. When Percy was in Tartarus, not Tartarus, he was in the underworld with Nico and Talia, and they met that Titan. I can't remember who the Titan used to be, but then he was in the River Leith, and he lost his memory, and they told him he was Bob. They find Bob in Tartarus with little Bob, one of the little saber-toothed kittens that was made by Atlas. Yeah, it all ties together. It's really cute. Anyway, so Nico is like with the rest of the group, telling them, like leading them to the House of Hades so they can close the doors of death. Leo actually at one point gets sent to, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but Calypso's island. Calypso's all like mad because she's still there because the gods didn't agree to let her go. It's so sad. But then Leo and Calypso like fall in love, and Leo swears that he'll come back for her, and it's so adorable. And this has like the biggest plot twist in history with Nico. Turns out Nico is gay and he has a crush on Percy, which killed me inside actually, because I'm like, can't the boy just be happy? I'm not upset that he's gay. It's kind of awesome that there's been a gay character introduced into this series, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, yes, yes. But like with Percy, and Percy's taken with Annabeth, and it's like he's already gone through so much, and now he's got to worry about like not being accepted by his friends, and it's just heartbreaking. That happens. They close the door to death. Everyone's reunited, and now they have to go to Greece to close the doors of death, and Raina is gonna go on a quest with Nico and Coach Hedge to get the Athena statue to Camp Half-Blood to stop the war between the Greeks and the Romans so that they can all work together and stop Gia. And now, the final book, The Blood of Olympus, had too many freaking Jason chapters. Okay, too many of these chapters were from Jason's point of view, and I absolutely hated it. And it's the last book of the series, and there was no point of views from Percy or Annabeth, who, in my opinion, are still the main characters in this beautiful work of art. However, they did not get a point of view, and I was very upset with it, and apparently I wasn't the only one upset with it. I've seen like a lot of other reviews where people were like, seriously, where's Percy and Annabeth's point of view? However, there was a Nico point of view with his quest with Raina, and I really, really loved it because you got to see like the inner workings of Nico's thoughts for like the first time ever, and it was so cool. And he's like so damaged, and I love him, and I kind of just want to give him a hug because he deserves all the happiness. And we also got a Raina point of view, which is really interesting. I really love Raina. I think she's a very, very strong female character, and I can see her and Annabeth being like really good friends and like smarting it out together. So I really think they'd be very deadly, like in a fight. Like I would not want to be against them. They would kill me. Anyways, so I really liked that, and Raina really became friends with Nico and wanted to take care of him, and I thought that was really cool. Once again, too many Jason point of views. Gia is awakened. She is killed, godly killed. Leo dies. Leo is gone, killing Gia. It was crazy. Percy and Annabeth are going to spend their senior year together, and then they are going to go to college in New Rome together, which is very cute. Nico has a possible love interest in Will Solus of the Apollo cabin. As soon as Will was back, like introduced, and he started like talking to Nico, I was like, I ship it really, really well. And Nico told Percy that he had a crush on him because it was so funny how it was done. Like Percy was with Annabeth, and Nico's like, hey, since we're gonna be spending a lot of time together, since I'm staying, you should probably know that I had a crush on you, but I don't anymore. And Percy's like, what? That means you're, and yes, and Nico, yes, that does mean, he's like, but it was just a crush. He's like, you're cute and all, but you're not my type. It's like, oh, alright. And Percy's like dumbfounded. He's like, what? That you liked me and like you're gay? He's like, Percy's like, what's happening? And Annabeth just smiles, and Annabeth high-fives Nico. It's like, that's the best reaction ever to finding out that a guy had a crush on your boyfriend. It's like, just high-five him. Yes, I know he's cute. I know he's a little goofball. And then Nico turns around and goes and walks with Will, and it's like, oh, they better get together. And plot twist, Leo is not dead. He made it to Calypso's island, and he took Calypso off the island. Now they're gonna be happy together. Oh my god, and this should not have been the last book. I need more, Rick. I need more, even more closure than I got. You left it open. I love that you left it open. Now you just need to write more. And next year, Rick's new series on Norse mythology is coming out. I'm really excited for that one. I'm definitely going to get it. I love Norse mythology. I love mythology in general. This is going to be really fun. Anyways, this was a long video of just me ranting. Overall, I give the series a 5 out of 5 stars. Still love the Percy Jackson series. I will always love the Percy Jackson series, and I will read them over I have a pencil on me. I will read them over so many times, so I love them. Anyways, please comment what you thought in this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Wednesday. And I am Iridania, and thank you for watching. it didn't close. This is the weird part where I forget to hit the button and then I just keep talking and rambling and then it gets awkward for everyone. So I am Iridania and thank you for watching.